The breaking point. The story begins in the suburbs of Ohio. Sarah and her husband, David, were a typical hard-working couple. They had 2 children, a modest home, and a life built on steady paychecks. But in the U.S., stability can vanish with one phone call. In the winter of 2022, David, a commercial driver, was involved in a multi-car pileup during a heavy snowstorm. He survived, but with severe spinal injuries that left him unable to walk for the foreseeable future. Suddenly, the primary income was gone, and the medical bills, unforgiving and massive, began to pile up on the kitchen counter. The weight of the world. Within 3 months, their savings were depleted. The bank began sending foreclosure notices for their house. David, trapped in a wheelchair and clouded by the fog of painkillers, fell into a deep depression. He felt like a burden to the woman he loved. But Sarah did not cry in front of him. While the world saw a woman losing everything, Sarah saw a family that needed a leader. The grueling routine. To keep the family afloat, Sarah took on 3 different jobs, turning her life into a 20-hour cycle of relentless labor. 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., she worked at a local warehouse, moving heavy crates in the freezing morning air. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., she served as a substitute teacher's assistant, maintaining a professional smile for the students. 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., she drove for a ride-sharing app, navigating the dark streets of the city to earn the extra dollars needed for David's physical therapy. The invisible sacrifice. There were nights when Sarah's car heater broke down in the middle of a blizzard. Instead of going home, she wrapped herself in an old blanket and kept driving, knowing that one more ride meant the difference between paying the electricity bill or sitting in the dark. She often ate the leftovers from her children's lunchboxes so she wouldn't have to spend money on her own meals. When her shoes wore thin, she stuffed them with cardboard. To David and the kids, she was just mom, strong, cheerful, and always there. But behind closed doors, her hands were calloused and her soul was exhausted. One rainy Tuesday, David reached his lowest point. He told Sarah, "You should leave. You're young, you're working yourself to death, and I'm just a ghost in this house." Sarah sat by his side, took his scarred hands in hers, and looked him in the eye. She said, "In this country, people talk about the American dream like it's about wealth, but my dream was never a big house or a fancy car. My dream was us, and as long as we are under one roof, I am the richest woman in the world. I don't run when things get hard, I work harder." Sarah's resilience eventually paid off. Between her shifts, she had been studying for a specialized certification in medical administration using free library resources. After a year of living on the edge, she landed a high-paying role at a regional hospital. Slowly, the debt began to shrink. David's therapy, funded by Sarah's midnight shifts, finally showed results. He took his first steps with a walker on their youngest daughter's birthday. Today, they no longer live in fear of the mailbox, but Sarah still keeps that piece of cardboard from her old shoes in a drawer. It serves as a reminder that a mother's love isn't just a feeling, it is an unstoppable force of nature. In a world that values hustle for personal gain, Sarah's story is a testament to the fact that the greatest strength lies in the quiet sacrifices made for those we love. She didn't just save her house, she saved her family's soul.